Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is actually Easter Sunday and I'm down here by myself, by my lonesome, doing just a get ready with me / new product try on, just to push out some more content. Unfortunately, there will be no podcast this week. I almost didn't do anything today, and my husband was like, you can go up there by yourself if you want. At first I was like, it would be like doing makeup for no reason. And then I thought to myself, like, didn't I do that for like years? Just do makeup for no reason. Don't people do that all the time? So I just said, you know what? Yeah, because I've been doing more TikToks and I've been gaining more attention through my TikToks. And once I started uploading my TikToks to YouTube Shorts, I literally doubled my subscriber amount, excuse me. And that's kind of crazy. So hi everybody, I don't know if you watch any of my old videos, my old videos from 6 years ago. Don't watch those. Just don't watch them. It's embarrassing. I mean, the makeup skills were there. But I looked crazy. This is before I got my teeth done. And I didn't have like a setup for myself at that time. So if you watched, thank you. If you don't bother. But you could go back and watch the last 2 videos that I posted, and then I'm gonna keep up with the shorts. But it's like talking about my account being under review or whatever, like it made me had to verify who I was and like do the whole 360 to verify who I was. I haven't checked it since like yesterday. It said, oh, it's gonna take 24 hours. Girl, it's 48 hours later. Like, what's going on? Maybe it's just that I just don't look like that for real. TikToker DBG is being kicked out of his mother. That's loud. Yeah. No, I'm not doing no braids in my hair, by the way. I'm just gonna slick my hair back out of my face to do my makeup. I know I don't look that great with a ponytail. I try really hard to, you know, look pretty. But God gave me what he gave me. She gave me what they gave me. Anyways, I'm shooting from a different angle. I hope it looks better. I wasn't feeling the like straight down on me. I'm like, you know, I have this double chin now. I'm like, every time. Didn't like. We actually normally film the podcast just slightly to my right over here. So yeah, I think it's been a while since I did like a step-by-step TikTok, so I'm gonna start to do that here. Okay, I'm done with that. I did a few. I did 6. It's not that many. So this, I'm pretty sure this is the palette we're gonna use today. This is the one that I was using to like do some of my transitions, so I would really like to use this palette. Last week, I don't even have it on me right now, but last week I got a bunch of new palettes, y'all. I was telling y'all, like, I spent so much money to make this comeback, bro. Like, into makeup and just do my thing. Like, I got a lot. I deserve it, though. I've been dormant for a long time, and I deserve it. So this is the only Trixie palette that I got so far. I'm working towards getting all of them. The next one I really want to get, look, I haven't even done anything with it. The plastic is still on. You guys want to do this together? I don't want to press into the shadows. I think the next one I really want to get is, I really wanted to get the Trixie and Katya like small palettes from the Christmas collaboration that they did. I think the Katya one sold out, but I think the Trixie one is still selling right now. I don't remember which one is which, but one of them is gone, and I'm hoping that they restock soon, because if I'm gonna get one, I would really like to get the other. They're supposed to like go together. If not, it's cool. Instead of this one, I almost got the Teletubbies one, but I wasn't really a Teletubby. Let me get some caffeine. Hold on. Good old iced coffee. I wasn't really a Teletubby kid. However, when I was a kid, one thing we did do was go bowling all the time. We went bowling all the time, guys. So that was like, it just spoke to me as something that you should get first. So I got that. I got some other new products that I wanted to show and talk to you guys about. Some of them I might use, so I'll show you them if I end up using them. If I end up not using them, I'll show you at the end of the video and kind of just talk about it. What I was gonna say was last week for the pod, I didn't do a get ready with me because I was out majority of the day. I came back late. Me and my sister, we took our time to do our makeup and stuff like that. It was so late, y'all. Like, we are normally filming the podcast between 2 and 3. Sometimes it goes past 3 and I might be like completely done with the pod and cleaning up and, you know, getting everything together by 4. Guys, we weren't done until 7. Like, wrapped up everything at 7 p.m. That's late for us. That's like late for me to start cooking dinner. Like, after every pod, I gotta run downstairs, start cooking dinner in a full face of makeup. It's crazy. Anyway, this is my Milani brow pen. Y'all, I was spooked. Wait, I didn't even... Okay, so I'm all over the place. I'm so all over the place. I got so much on my mind. Last week for the pod, I used Kimchi Chic Beauty. That palette was the Cherry Chic palette. And normally what I used to do is I used to do at least 4 looks with one palette to just like kind of make sure I touched every single shade in the palette and showed like the diversity of the palette and everything like that. But like now I really didn't do much of anything with that palette. Like, yeah, I did post some like before and after TikToks and stuff like that. And of course I took my pictures for Instagram, but Trixie priming spray. Considering I didn't do any filming of like the look itself, and it was so rushed. Like, I wasn't even gonna do eyeshadow that day, and I decided at the last minute, I was like, I really want to touch these shadows, and I just said like the shadows were matching the shirt that I had on for last week's pod, and I rushed through that makeup, and it was cute. Like, don't get me wrong, it was cute, but it was not my best. I want to take my time here today, and I really want to do like Trixie on Trixie. I've been listening to a lot of Trixie music. That's one thing, like, y'all, I will be insufferable with Trixie's music. I will. Yes, I will. I'm a Trixie super fan. iTunes told me that themselves. I'm in Trixie's top 100 listeners. Yes, I am. Trixie's coming out to New York in November, like 2 days after my birthday. Her and Katya are gonna do their tour in Brooklyn. I'm trying to go. Are y'all going? You want a carpool? What are we doing? Let me know. And I'm like trying to cover my mic. It looks like I'm just holding my titties. Woo! Trixie really speaks to my heart with these sprays too, because they're peach scented. And one thing y'all need to know about me is that I'm obsessed with oh my god, look at me glistening. I'm obsessed with anything peach scented, peach flavored, peach print. Peaches is my okay? And it was my long before. It was like one of my favorite things, peaches, since I was a kid. But it was long before there was this thing, I don't know, y'all should know. My favorite show of all time is The Magicians. And there's this whole thing in The Magicians about peaches and plums. If you know, you know. If you don't, get into it. So, like, yeah, how have y'all been? What have y'all been up to while I just fill these brows in a little bit real quick? Tell me all the tea, girl. Tell me all the drama. Well, enough about you. So here's some more about me. I've been up. It is currently 12:30. I've been up since 6. And I didn't even fall asleep until like 1:30 because, like I said, it's Easter Sunday. Now, y'all already know I'm not a religious person. I do not run a religious household. However, I do have children, and pretty much all holidays, no matter, you know, what they're about, you know, you want them to be fun for the kids. So I was up making Easter baskets, setting up a Easter egg hunt in my bedroom and living room for these kids. And originally, honestly, I got up at 6 so that I can make myself coffee and breakfast and possibly get my shower in order to come down here to do, you know, like to get ready for the podcast when, you know, my sister texted me that she wasn't going to be able to make it today. As soon as my alarm started going off, all the kids started moving and started seeing that there was Easter baskets filled with shit on the table and literally Easter eggs all around them, in their bed, on the floor, on all the dressers, on the TV stand, in the toys, in every nook and cranny you could think of. Just filled with a bunch of random shit. So one thing you guys should also know by now is that my kids have hella food allergies. They're allergic to milk and eggs and nuts and sesame and fish and shellfish. And my youngest is allergic to poultry. So we have to dish out so much extra money, y'all. Like, if y'all are not familiar with the cost of vegan chocolate, oh, y'all are lucky, bro. You can get a Hershey bar at the corner store for $1, pack of vegan chocolate, of like 3 of them for like $15. I'm not joking, bitch. It's a lot. Oh, girl, we had to do the most. So I'm exhausted. That's where all the personality is coming now. Oh, I have to film another part of my video. Y'all, speaking of getting more attention, right? Like, the first 2 looks that I did when I like did my little comeback, whatever, Elf Cosmetics commented on both of my looks. Excuse me while I adjust. I was gagged, like, and it's crazy because it's like I was only using like one Elf product, and which was mascara, but they were like, love to see you being your elf self, or your best elf, girl, all up. But I was like, damn, like twice I was like, oh my god. And then in that last look with the kimchi look that I didn't even post like that much content with, Milani, bitch, Milani, yes, girl, like, your brows look amazing. And this was, again, just the one product, my brow product, but my flabbers have been ghosted because that's the most attention I've gotten from brands ever. It just felt like a good omen. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take, like, when I'm trying to do something and something bad happens, I'll be the first one to be like, I give up, I can't ever do anything for myself, this is why I don't try, and like, you know, it's all my fault, okay? Like, I will die on that fucking hill for the longest time. But I very rarely do it the other way around, where like I take something positive and run with that to be like, well, I must be doing something right, you know what I mean? But this is the one time where I was just like, this has to be something that starts to push me in the right direction, like something that I really wanted to do, something that I did for years. Even back in the day, like I said, like, I didn't get like brand attention like that, not from big brands, you know, like some small brands, stuff like that, some indie brands. Like, the brand that like I get my lashes from on Amazon, they would constantly repost my looks and be like, oh, look at this, you know, this babe wearing lashes, you know, such and such, and like then they would send me free lashes. I was like, work, like, that was great. But like Milani Elf, it put a fire under my ass, y'all. It really did. And like, now I've been posting YouTube shorts and stuff like that. My like would hit like 1,000 views in just a couple of minutes, sometimes a little over an hour. It would hit a couple hundred to a couple, 1,000 views. I think I have a few that's like over, 2-3K views. Not too many likes, not too many comments, but pretty good on views. And not too many of my TikToks would do that well. And TikTok was like my main source of posting makeup looks for the longest time. And I really hope YouTube gets it together with this verification thing under review, because I'm gonna need to keep using that. I went from like 30 something subscribers to now like 70. I mean, I might not be the most pretty or most interesting person in the world. I might not be the most talented, but I try hard. I'm really like baby stepping back into makeup. But back in the day, like when I was really consistent, I was starting to do some pretty interesting and intricate looks. And I know I still got that talent in me. I know I do. It's just, products are different now. My eyes are different now, not for nothing. My environment is very different. Like I'm not doing it in my home, around my kids, which is something that I used to have to do. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing this for myself. I'm happy to have products that I love in my life again, and to be excited about something again, and to like have something that makes me feel good about myself again. Because like, not for nothing, for the longest time when I wasn't doing makeup, I was so depressed and really like upset with myself. I spent a lot of time not even looking in the mirror. Not even looking in the mirror. I wanted to ignore myself and my face at all costs. I started to ruin my self-confidence. Like, this even started to happen before I even got pregnant with the third child. I just started to lose it a little bit. Okay, so what the kids are doing now is colorful brow bones. So I was thinking about giving that a shot. There's not too many colors that I feel like would really work for like brow bone, except for this orange that's called Spare Me. I've never done this before. So I'm not really sure if I should start with that or if I should just start with, normal like I normally would, like a transition color, and build that out and then go into it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna start with this one called Ball Buster, and then I'm gonna darken that with Bumper Buddies. I'm probably gonna put this one, Alley Cat, this green, on the bottom lash line, and maybe buff that out with On a Roll a little bit, just to give it, something, a little something. I'm probably going to try a cut crease, and in that cut crease, I'll probably do the Spare Me in the inner corner to mid of the cut crease, and then also have Spare Me on the brow bone so that it gives like this whole shiny illusion. And then I'll probably be using a little bit of Queen Pin probably in the inner corner, and then a tiny little bit of polished right in all the way in the corner. That's the idea. That's the idea. So without further ado, I don't know what that was. I'm weird. I'm getting weirder. I think it's just because I'm tired and I'm hopped up on caffeine. I'm hopped up on Mountain Dew. I haven't had Mountain Dew since I was like 15, 16. Last time I had it was with my best friend, my late best friend. I'll probably never have it again. That stuff is poison. But anyways, okay. I love Trixie. And I think I trust her because that bitch wears a lot of makeup. But this is the first time that I'm using her palette. I did swatch a few of them and they seem good. Now, I am not a makeup like perfectionist. You know what I mean? I'm not a makeup artist. I didn't go to school for it. I would consider myself an artist just like in a general sense. Makeup artist, that's why I like to call myself a makeup enthusiast because I love it and I have fun with it. But like, would y'all consider me to have like hooded eyes? Because I honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like I kind of do, but I also like when I'm like in resting, like my resting face, I have like dead eyes. Like they call like on TikTok, they said that people like me have like dead eyes and they're mysterious. Okay, I am a Scorpio. The pigment is there. It is a very light pigment, a very light color from what I'm seeing right now, which is kind of crazy because it looks kind of dark on the pan. It's very pretty. We're gonna build it. We're gonna build it up a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to darken it before I cut it with that shade called Bumper Buddies. Oh, I wonder if y'all can hear my bones cracking when I do that. And normally I tap the excess off, but I'm like, this shade is so light, I'm trying to get as much pigment as possible. This shade is very beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful shade. It is just way lighter of a color than I thought it was gonna be. I was just expecting like a deeper color for whatever reason. But do y'all like see how pretty the actual color is? It is a beautiful shade of purple, and purple is my favorite color. I'm blending it a little bit far into the inner corner of the brow bone. Not as far in the outer corner of the brow bone because that's where I think I'm gonna put the orange. I might change my mind later, but that's where my mind is headed. But I do want to do a nice big cut crease. Okay, so I gotta take a slightly smaller brush. We'll take this one. It's kind of like an angled fluffy brush. And we'll go right into Bumper Buddies now. Okay, no, I'm not feeling that brush. We're gonna try a different brush. We're gonna do one that's just like a little bit fluffier. Oh yeah, ooh yeah. So much better with this brush. The depth of this other purple is giving me the squirts. Somebody come in here and see me going, the squirts. I'm done for. I'm done for. They're kicking me out. Like, you look like you bruised your eyes and you're talking about squirting. Please leave the building. Please leave the premises. Ooh, yes. Oh, I love purple so much. And these two purples, like the way that they look together. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Give me the bruises on my face. Bruise my face, baby, yes. Take the other brush with the other color and just blend that out a little bit more. I want it to come out a little bit further on the edge of my eyes. Like, you know, like really like tail it. I don't know the real expression, but I want it to come out like a tail. and I will clean it up and make it sharp later. But I have a vision. I have a vision right now, and this is what I want. This is what I want. This is how we do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry for the ADHD moments. It is what it is. I can't get rid of it. It's with me forever. So now I'm just making sure I'm comfortable with the blend and the length on both sides. If I need to deepen the purple, I can do that later. I know how. Oh, I didn't say again. Because I want to make sure that people know that I know the words. Because that's my favorite Trixie song. Come On Loretta is my favorite Trixie song. It is a bop. And we've already been up here for 2 hours, and I did nothing but my brows and 2 colors on my eyes. I'm gonna cut the crease off camera, and you'll see the vision when I get back, okay? Okay. Do we see it? Do we see the vish? Do you see the vish? So, now we're going to take Bumper Buddies. We're gonna do a little bit right here. Blend that into each other right there. Okay, we'll clean that up more and take that more in later. Okay, so from here, now we're gonna take Spare Me and blend that in. See how that works out for us, okay? It's trying. It's trying. I gotta finesse it for a while. Let me figure this out, and I'll be right back. Hey. I did quite a lot without you. Phone needed to charge. I was having some technical difficulties where she didn't want to charge. But, okay, so I'm not completely done with my look, but I've done mostly everything. I used all the shades that I said I was going to, except for On a Roll, this one. I said I might blend this one out with that one, but once I put Alley Cat on, that green shade, I just said, I don't want to ruin it, make it look muddy, all in my under eye and stuff like that. I did add a little white liner from my Trixie Cosmetics water activated liners. I haven't messed with those in a really long time. I have to practice steadying my hand a little bit more because the liner I wanted to do, I wanted it to be way thinner than it is, but it came out the way that it came out. I don't hate it. It's a little messy, but again, we're teaching ourselves, you know. I'm not putting no orange in my brow bone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to play with that another time. Once I was done with the look, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I just put on some mascara and stuff. I put this yellow liner from Revolution in my waterline. I didn't put mascara on my bottom lashes. Let me do that before I apply my actual lashes. Y'all, I've been filming my TikToks through this process, but TikTok is really pissing me off because it's like every other little segment that I try to film, it completely cuts the sound off. And I'm like, how am I supposed to be lip syncing to this if you're going to continuously cut my sound off? Then I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know the music that I'm listening to, but still, I have to be able to hear it to be able to know what I'm mouthing. You know what I mean? Like, you think these are too big? I mean, if we're feeling Trixie, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to roll with my instincts because I am crunching for time. I got another, hour before the ham got to come out. So I got a 40-minute timer to get up out of here so that I can start on all my sides and everything else that I need to do, and my dessert. I gotta start on my dessert and everything else. I had to finesse the purple into the orange a little bit. For whatever reason, my left eye behaved way better than my right eye. My right eye was giving me more trouble, but we got it to work at the end of the day. So I use majority of the same products that I've been using for the longest time. I've been using my IRL foundation and concealer from Revolution UK. I use the Trixie sticks. I use shade Sunny Bunny for contour. I use shade Siren for blush today. I also got this new like powder bronzer from Revolution, also in shade Too Warm. So I use that to kind of go over the cream contour, and I usually use eyeshadow to go over the blush. So I did that, not from this palette, of course, because it doesn't have a pink or a red shade in it, and I wasn't gonna put orange. I mean, I could. I don't have a problem with orange blush. Was I feeling it today? Not really. That's a lash, bitch. That's a fucking lash, bitch. Just gonna add some more mascara to that inner corner so that those few little lashes that the lash isn't covering looks a little bit darker and blends the lash in a little bit more. This is the e.l.f. Incredi-Curl mascara that I was using when I got e.l.f.'s attention, so I guess I'm just gonna keep using it. Now see, this is the weird thing about my eye. I think my left eyelid is a little bit shorter than my right, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like when I try to even them out, this one always feels more wrong. Is that normal to have like one that's longer than the other? My face is very not asymmetrical at all. At all. Also, I use the Kimchi Chic Beauty powder in translucent, of course. Okay, lips. Let's figure out what lippy we're wearing. Now, Trixie just came out with her new products, her new lip liners and her Trixie Flicks. I ordered some. I don't have not one Trixie liner yet, so I decided what better time to try out the Trixie liners than when she just dropped a whole bunch of new shades, right? So I got the shade Trixie because hello, Trixie fan. But I do have a lot of other liners, and also I got the Trixie Slicks in the shade Sugar Rimmed because in the video she said that was her favorite shade. So I was like, I'm gonna do Trixie's favorite shade. And then what else did I get? I got another product. I got the sharpener because I have all these liners now and I needed a sharpener. I said, let me get Trixie. I got another product. Oh yes, I got the lip stain in the shade Make Me Plum. So I have pretty much one of each product. I just need to get like the regular lipsticks now. I gotta get one matte, one satin, just so I could try out all the products and just have one like of each product. I need to get purple lipstick. I don't really have like a true purple lipstick. So I'm thinking I'm going to do like a pinky, reddish pinky vibe. Like I have this one, the LA Girls. This is shade Karma. This is like a reddish, like a wineish red color. I guess I have this one. It's Wet n Wild. It's called Fuchsia. It's kind of like a shimmery purplish color. I guess I'll do these two and see how that looks. I've also never been one to like overdraw my lips, but again, like watching Trixie so much, I started to do it, and maybe you can't tell because it's only like a little. Never use this Wet n Wild one. It's very sheer. It's very sheer. And it smells like a crayon, which I do not love. I don't like it. I don't like the smell. I don't like the feel. I don't like the taste. I don't hate the way it looks. Like, it looks kind of nice. It does look nice. It's shimmery. It's a little sheer. You can see, you know, like where my liner is. Just trying to blend it in a little bit better. Is it for this look? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna take it off. I'm not feeling it. The liner is nice. Yeah, again, I didn't hate the way it looked. I just hated the way it smelled, and I hated the way it felt. We're gonna do this. The Revolution in Tell Your Friends is just a really light pink. Yeah. And then the way that this is gonna melt into, it just looks better on me, I think, right now. I'm getting so old. I'm getting old because I damn near almost pulled a muscle putting this jacket on. This little tiny jacket. My freaking shoulder blade was like, ah. Okay, guys. This is not the final look because I realized I forgot highlighter. This is again Wet n Wild Chameleon Light Highlighter. Lighter. What was I about to say? Lighter. Sometimes I use shimmery shades and palettes as highlighter as well, but I think this like gold shade in here, all these shades, is just, it's gonna be way too dark on my skin tone for a highlighter, so I have to use my actual highlighter. Let's take the hair out. Let's see how everything comes together. Oh no, it's okay. I'm about to say, bitch, what? Where's my earrings? At least I remembered those. Yes, girl. Yes, for your colorful gay ass, girl. My hair looks crazy. It dried crazy in that ponytail, dude. I gotta learn how to do something with my hair, guys. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta learn how to do hair. So that's today's final look with 7 minutes to spare. Holy shit. That's 4 hours ago I put in this ham. All in all, love the eyeshadow palette. I think this palette is gorgeous. I did have to maneuver it a little bit, but you know, sometimes it's the product, sometimes it's the user, sometimes it's how you use it. I think I'm rusty, so I'm not holding anything against Trixie's palette here. I think we pulled through. I think I look cute. I haven't done something this colorful. I haven't done like a very big wide cut crease in a while. I haven't messed with the liners. I haven't, you know, I just got these colorful liners as well, so I haven't been able to play with those. I'm way happier with the lipstick, the way that it looks now versus the first one that I tried to put on. Absolutely not. This jacket is new too. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me and me struggling. One thing I wanted to show you is something that I bought that I really want to use next time we talk, or, you know, in a couple of videos from now. I got the Kimchi Trixie collab palette, BFF Forever collab. I can't wait to use it. It is gorge. It has all of these glitters. Holy shit. Can't wait. I did not get the whole collection, but I wanted to try out some of the products. So I got one lipstick in shade Gingerbread and one liquid lipstick in shade Hello. Very, very, very similar. Very similar shades. But I think the liquid lipstick is just like a tad bit darker, more of like a true brown. And I love, love, love this so much. The little mirror with their faces on it. And it's like the eyes and the lips have a little texture to it and they bulge out. You can kind of see that they shine. That's so cute. I'm not going to do swatches for you guys. Don't got the time. I'm not going to lie to you, all right? But I'll show you the packaging. They have the mirror on both, just different pictures. I do love this lipstick though because it has a little button and then it comes out. Look at the packaging. Look at how beautiful they both look. Look at that. Look at my baby. I don't care. Trixie, I love you so much and you're gorge and I have you on everything all the time. You guys have seen this? Look at this. I just changed this photo. There goes my timer, 3 minutes. Okay. So I got Revolution, the same brand that I got all this new stuff from. They had a big mega sale, so I said, "Ooh, snatch." That's where I got a lot of like the liners. They also sell like BH Cosmetics, so I picked up BH Cosmetics stuff, but they had a sale on palettes. So I got this one, the Forever Flawless Supernova palette. Gorge colors. Gorge colors, a lot of pastels, some shimmers over here. I'm going to be very excited to play with that. But then I got these, the 30th Anniversary Clueless Collection palettes. Now, these are so cute. This one is just so adorbs. Look at the pink fur. If I could open it. Look at that. Look at that color story. Look at it. Look at it. So cute. Can't wait to play with that one. And again, I'm going to be doing like doing 4 looks out of a palette at the very least. I might try to do 5 or 6 at this point just to push it a little bit further since I will be doing this once a week. This one, however, is the VHS palette. Girl. Like, do you see this? This is everything. It makes my millennial heart sing, like for real. And look at it. Look at it. So much diversity between the 2 Clueless palettes. Like, you could truly do anything with just these 2 palettes. So amazing. And they were, I think normally the Forever Flawless palettes are somewhere between $15 and $25. Girl, they were on sale. Each palette was $5. Horrible tongue pop again. Better. $5. I was so freaking excited. It's not even funny. I gotta go. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. I'm going to finish my TikToks, clean up, and go cook Easter dinner. Had a good Easter. Happy Easter, even though this is obviously not going to be posted today. It's going to be posted in the future. So happy belated Easter. I hope y'all had a good time. For those who have kids, for those who don't have kids, who just enjoy chocolate. Okay, bye. Did you want to see the whole jacket? I can't really show you the whole jacket. Okay, bye.